Hey everyone, as a lot of you know, I don't tend to like buying SLGs, wallets, key cases and things like that. And the reason why I don't like it, and I'm going to link to some of those videos below actually, for any of you who are thinking about it and you're like, oh, wonder why. In my personal opinion, I don't think it's worth it because most of the time, when you take something like a wallet you're using a lot and you're in and out of it and you've got kind of cards and money which is dirty anyway, I find that wallets get really worn out really quickly, and also they can be quite expensive, so I tend to put that money towards a bag. But because of COVID, sick of talking about it, but because of COVID, I know a lot of you have been talking to me about the fact that, and likewise me, we're not using all of our clothes and bags and stuff like that the way we did before. Obviously because there's limited places to go out, and when you do go out it's a palaver, with PPE and stuff like that. But one thing that I've been using loads of, and I wanted to share with you, I think 6 different items from different brands. Everything is under 500, but actually most things are around about £200, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to show you things here that you hadn't looked at before, but you're surprised that you can buy them for 200 and something pounds, because you can get some good stuff. I've found that I have been using this kind of more than any others of my bags. I have been using bags, but the bags that I'm using have changed. They're a lot smaller because I'm not going out for very long. But I've been finding that this is something that I'm tending to grab, and it's because I can put my keys in it. It fits both of my phones, my iPhone 11 and my Samsung Note 9. I can get my card holder in it, lipstick, hand cream. I just find that it's quite a usable thing. 2 items from Louis Vuitton now. One is the toiletry case. Now, I think that if you sort of go back to the beginning of this year, when the whole vanity case thing, more and more brands were making bags that look like vanity cases, and they would put a chain handle on it, and it would automatically add £1,000 to the price that they wanted for a vanity case, because they were like, well, it's a handbag now. And I know at the time there was a lot of you talking to me about wearing vanity cases out, and then a lot of you were quite confused because you were like, well, I was against it before, but then because I'm seeing brands adding a chain handle to a bag, it's kind of changed my opinion on it. Anyway, I feel at the time that to have mentioned this item might have had a similar reaction, but I feel like it could be quite different. So this is £270. I've actually seen quite a lot of guys using this, and it's a really decent size. I think despite the fact that it's called a toiletry pouch, I don't really think it matters. I was actually surprised that they called it that, because to me it just looks like a pouch. And the second thing, before I move on to Dior, Fendi, YSL and Chanel, the Chanel one, you're gonna love it. No, you won't. The LV cosmetic pouch. This is £390. Here is the thing, I think this is smaller than the toiletry pouch, and I think it's more money because it's described as a cosmetic pouch and not a toiletry pouch. Do you see what I mean? So I always had this feeling with the vanity cases, these designer vanity cases, you get a lot of bag for your money. The vanity cases are around about £1,000, maybe 1,200, and they're quite cute. And then a lot of the brands, even Chanel, they put a chain handle on it and suddenly it's £2,000. I think it's the same thing here. I think if anything, that toiletry case looks smarter and probably more practical because you can get more in it, you can tuck it under your arm, probably even than the cosmetics pouch. Dior, there was already one. I already knew which Dior pouch I was going to show you in this, and annoyingly it's sold out. But it's the beauty case, so it's this, and I think you can get this in 2 different sizes, but this is the larger one. This is the most expensive one I'm going to show you, and it is, actually no it's not, but it's near it. This is this is £420. If you like the oblique pattern, I quite like this. You know, something that also got me thinking about all of these cosmetics cases that I'm going to show you are that I've picked them from those higher brands. So I wanted to show you what you can get for your money in that category of Chanel, Dior, Louis Vuitton, etc. And I think you can get quite a lot for your money from these brands. The other thing as well is it really made me think, if you have a partner or someone in your family, if you have people that you typically tend to spend a bit more on at Christmas, but this year things are a bit different, maybe you're kind of thinking, I still want to be able to get them something decent, but you know, maybe this year you don't have the money that you have done in previous years. I actually think these pouches are really good Christmas gifts. And also don't forget that they come in the nice packaging, the nice boxes. I would be very happy to receive any of these because they're really useful, they look really nice. Now, just speaking about Fendi, I saw this one, which was this part of that collaboration that happened earlier this year? You know, the black and white, where the bags were white and they had kind of thick black outlines around the F's and stuff, and I actually quite liked that collaboration. This looks similar to me, but I don't actually know if it is. This is £290 and it is a makeup bag, but again, this would be really good if you're kind of going out somewhere. I think by the look of it, this is canvas or material. Another of my favorites, Yves Saint Laurent. They do really nice, decent sized flat cases, very similar to the Chanel O cases. And this is one of those. You can get them in many different colours. You can pretty much always get them in different colours. You know, I don't really think they have seasonal ones as such. It's pretty much maroon, black, navy blue, beige, I think, are the main colours. This is £485. It's full leather. And one of the reasons why I particularly like this, and I actually spoke about this back in the summer, but the quality of it's great and it's so dual purposed, because back in the summer I was actually using this as a small clutch bag almost when I was going to the supermarket. I was torn between that and the Gucci pouch, but they were both really useful. You can also, 9 times out of 10, you can get discounts on Yves Saint Laurent, and actually sometimes Gucci as well. But Saint Laurent, their bags are really good. I feel that with Saint Laurent as a brand, in my mind, they're up there with Dior, Chanel, Gucci, you know, like the really long-term brands. They're up there with that. But their prices are so reasonable. I mean, you can get quite a lot of bag for around about £1,000. And not only that, but normally you can get a discount as well. I think every Saint Laurent item I've bought, I've got 2 bags in that pouch, I've bought all of them with a discount. I think I got one bag, it was the mini Lulu bag, and I got that with 30% off in a flash sale on Louisa Viaroma about 2 years ago. And then you know the black satchel bag that I've got, I bought that with a 10% off code on Farfetch. Actually, it was my own 10% off code, so they give me these 10% off codes whenever I do videos with them, and if there's something I want, I tend to use them for myself. And then finally, I couldn't move on without talking about Chanel. And I already knew before I even went on the website, I thought there's going to be nothing under £500, and if there is, it's going to be a tiny card holder or something like that. But you know, I want to make myself laugh, so I'm going to have a look on there. The cheapest thing I could find is this, but to save you the time, if you're looking for something under 500, Chanel isn't gonna do it for you. I'm actually really surprised by where Chanel's prices have gone to, because a lot of these cases are way over £1,000, and for a case, it just seems an awful lot of money for something that's it's kind of average, isn't it?